everyone, welcome to Milledgeville, Georgia. I'm Katie, and with me is
Jose Rodriguez. Welcome to Southern Life, our YouTube channel, where we explore America. Today we're in a town that I've always wanted to see, Milledgeville, Georgia, in Georgia's Lake Country. Now, one of the members of Nappy Roots, I believe, is from here. Nappy Roots is a country music group. Well, they're rap country, but
Melvin Adams Jr., better known as Fish Scales.
Fish Scales is from here. Most of Nappy Roots is from Louisville, Kentucky, but Fish Scales is from here. They have a very interesting style of music. They're more around, they're not negative. If you guys remember back in the day, there was a song called Po Folks on the radio. I'm talking way back in the day. And it don't matter no more. That song, remember that song? That was Nappy Roots. They had Kentucky Folks, they had Kentucky Mud, I believe, Po Folks. They had a lot of songs that were very popular, and their music was more uplifting and they weren't encouraging you to throw your life away. You know, in fact, a lot of people were making fun of like songs like the Stank Leg and this and that, and they had lyrics something along the lines of, "It's better for you to be doing a stupid dance than to throw your life away." In other words, not just like that, but very good group that was instrumental in moving Kentucky music to the foreground of
wow.
And nowadays Kentucky has artists like Jack Harlow. There's been a few people coming out of Louisville like Bryson Tiller, but back then they were the only ones that had come out on that level. So yep, Nappy Roots.
Okay, for this town, there's 17,000 people.
Baldwin County.
47% is W, 45% is B. Asian is over 1.5%. Mixed is 2.6%. Hispanic is 3%.
Copy. Nice. It's about typical for the area of Georgia.
Yeah.
Fish Scales. Adaptive cruise control is slowing me down.
In the area is Georgia College and State University.
Nice.
Georgia College.
I'm gonna get in the slow lane. There's not a lot of traffic, but the ones that are coming behind me. Seems like people like to speed around here. I ain't trying to get caught up on a speeding ticket.
No.
I'd rather follow the law and not get a ticket today.
Yeah.
I'll speed back home where I'm a local. Kind of hilly and lakey. Anything else notable? Any other notable people from here? Anything else notable at this time?
Notable people. Let me see.
Toyota.
That you would recognize. Marjorie Taylor Greene. Some people might recognize.
Yeah, they got a Kroger.
That's the only name I've seen in news and stuff like that.
It looks like Dolphin, Alabama.
Yeah.
Hey,
Bluegrass musician Tut Taylor.
I got a Jersey Mike's. Oh, there. Red light. Red light.
Red light.
Yeah, Express Car Wash on Jersey Mike's. These people out like their poop don't stink. I don't understand why you pay $17 for a sandwich when you can just get a 99-cent hot dog gas station down there at the Quick Trip. Oh, these people think their poop don't stink. Eating all these fancy hot dogs. I don't even understand why you pay that kind of money for a sub. Jersey Mike's is good, but man, they are expensive. They got watermelons for sale. Good thing we don't like watermelons. Yep, we'll never eat that. Kind of a cloudy day. I was hoping for a blue sky day. Nothing else going on this town? That's it?
Yeah.
Oh, that's pretty boring. Do they have a downtown we can drive around in? Or is it just
Yeah, we're going to be driving through it.
Okay. Bunch of mobile homes. Mobile homes right there. They got car dealerships. It's pretty boring. Slow down with the dough down there. I am not getting a ticket. I don't give a crap how fast these people are driving. I have restraint and self-control. And a limited wallet. Spending all that money on tickets. So wasn't our lawyer supposed to like get back to us about the ticket we contested?
Yeah.
But the letter said it would take up to 3 months to get a reply?
Yeah.
That's kind of scary. Why so long?
I don't know.
One day you would think they would know right away. I'll call them. The thing about lawyers is like they're so like if you call them for anything that's not like waiting for, you know what I mean? Like they don't like getting rushed or they're very like, didn't you read what the paper said? It said 3 months. Don't call me. Bye. That's the way that lawyers are. And as crappy as that is, that's the type of lawyer you want. Yeah, I had advice from a friend. He told me, make sure you don't like, if you like your lawyer, he's not a good lawyer. Your lawyer, even if they're representing you, you don't even want to like them. You want a lawyer to represent you that not even you like them. If you like your lawyer, they're not a good lawyer.
Yeah.
Your lawyer has to be so grimy that not even you like them. So we just have to wait, I guess. When the paper said up to 3 months, which is kind of when you get a ticket, they contest it, and then you have to wait 3 months to know what happens. Look at all the palm trees. Look at that. That's cool. I would never stay in a Comfort Inn, but they did a good job with the palm trees.
Yeah.
Comfort Inn is a crappy hotel. Let me just tell you that. They got a Walmart and a Chili. They have a Walmart Chili. Walmart Chili, man. Look at what's in there. This is just, they have a Chili's, a Walmart, a Dollar Tree, and a Sally's. And it's up on a hill. What does that remind you of?
Millbrook.
GNC and the Renaissance.
Ratville.
That's up Millbrook Walmart right there.
Yeah. First class, up in the sky, I got the Sirius X.
Little Saigon, Vietnam. Ooh, they got a Vietnamese restaurant. There's a lot of Vietnamese people in Georgia. Like, don't do. That's how Vietnamese people talk. They just have this weird language. That's a language I would love to learn. I'd be like, like, what the Korean? What's up? You know? She don't back out. It's a Vietnamese gang that we banging.
What? Oh.
if you know what that is, you need help. If you know that reference right there, what that's from? It's a Vietnamese gang that we banging. Vietnamese people are cool. We used to live in a Vietnamese hood in Louisville, and people were gang banging all the time. You had to turn your at 7:30. We had to turn our lights off because pretty sure there'd be a drive-by at some point. I'm not even kidding you. Like literally at 7:30, my dad would be like, "Okay."
Continue straight to stay on North Columbia Street.
The Vietnamese people next door to us were gangbanging, and they were drive-bys like almost like, and they never hit anything. It's the hilarious part. It's like they would do drive-bys on each other like on a week, like not weekly, but like every 2 weeks. Let's say twice, 2 or 3 times a month they do a drive-by on them. Nobody ever got hit. They got a Starbucks.
Yeah.
I don't ever remember anybody getting hit.
Continue straight to stay on North Columbia Street.
Okay, this does look like Dolphin, Georgia. Dolph.
Continue on North Columbia
Help me out here,
Street for
Carrie.
2 miles.
Dothan, Alabama.
Dothan, Alabama.
This looks like Dothan, Alabama. But yeah, Vietnamese people always doing drive-bys. There were the Asian boys, and then there were there's another Asian gang. There's two of them. They're always going at each other. I can't remember the name of the other gang. The ones next door were Asian boys, and then the other ones were I can't remember. They're always shooting at each other. See that Honda with the big wheels? Didn't that just look pretty? That could be us right there.
But why?
Stacked golden crab.
I like crab. I don't have it often.
It's a Vietnamese gang that got banged with round with that tongue thing.
That does not sound good, Jose.
Oh man. A lot of Vietnamese people in Kentucky where we used to live. Oh, our neighborhood was Vietnamese. Never had a problem with Cubans though. Vietnamese people, they don't beef with other people, they beef with their own. That's kind of weird. Like there was Vietnamese people that were on the other side of town that were always beefing between each other. They were beefing between each other, but they wouldn't beef with other people. Like Cubans, like you were cool with them. Never had a problem with them. In fact, some Vietnamese would even date Cubans. They're old people. They don't like that. They would live like 20 into a house, and then like they would all save their money and start a business for one person. And then once that business was successful, they would do it all over again for the next person. And they'd do it by like hierarchy, you know, like you know, they took turns. Well, this is starting to is that an old bus? Yeah. So they would like take turns like fixing each other's properties and like building each other's businesses. Like they would buy one house and like 20 of them would live there, and they would just stack up all their money. And if they're gonna buy somebody a car, they would buy like a Toyota Supra or like the most incredible. Everything they did was incredible. They didn't do anything normal. Okay, we're almost to downtown. So we want to drive through the actual downtown. See that? When we get down there, we actually want to drive through the main strip.
Yeah. We're going to.
No, you're gonna miss it. The route you're on. So like they'd sit there and they would help each other, and now they're all rich. Vietnamese people, like in a matter of like 10 years, all of them are rich. But they work together. You know, they don't work against each other. Like they would all live in the same house, and now they're not paying 5 rents, they're paying 1. If they're gonna buy a car, like I remember, like they moved in about the same time we did. The first thing they did is they all saved money. They all walked. They all saved money. And then when they were able to, they went ahead and they bought one person, like, and it was like by hierarchy. Like the old guy is like, you know, the old person is like in charge, and like the old person can like slap people and do whatever he wants. Like there's an old guy, I don't know if it's women or guys, but like the old people like are like, they have more hierarchy. Like they work by hierarchy. So like the old guy would like slap people. Like we'd be outside like doing normal stuff, like slap somebody in the face. You know, like they have hierarchy and like they respect their elders. So they all moved in about the same time we did, and then like the first thing they did is they bought a Toyota Supra. This thing was like the most incredible like Toyota Supra you ever seen. It was like, first of all, it's a Toyota Supra. It's a super expensive car. And on top of that, I had like candy paint with little flecks in the paint. Where's the cops at? Oh, there we go. It was like wheels, paint, sound system. Like, it was like completely like the most dope Supra you've ever seen. They did that. And then,
Head east on West Martin Luther King Jr. Drive toward North Clark Street.
got my cover photo here.
In
so I
half
can
a
snap
mile,
it.
turn right onto North Jefferson Street Northeast.
There's some blonde nose right there. Up in the sky. I think we know we have to buy one around. Just group one there. I thought it was a road. Look at the Alabama type crap. Look at all the beer cans right there.
Yeah.
First class up in the sky. Let me look at the map real quick.
Yeah.
First class up in the sky. You don't know where I'm just gonna skip on it. Not in my bag, bro. I'm just trying to get my cover photo on. What, first class? Hopefully this car's not gonna stop for us, is he? Whew, this hill's kind of run down. First class up in the sky. Da, da, stuck in my head. Alright, that takes us through town now. No, it doesn't. Next road.
This isn't as nice as the other towns we were in.
No, this is when you get to like about here,
Mm-hmm.
it kind of goes downhill. You can tell like abandoned buildings, shot out windows and stuff, burn down houses. It totally changes when you get to about right here.
Yeah.
Like once you're like the northern half of Georgia is really nice. The southern half of Georgia is like this. Like houses are all burnt
Head south on
down.
North Wayne Street toward East Mitchell Street. Continue on North Wayne Street for half a mile.
Seems like that north part of town was the worst. The more burnt down houses. So at least we can get in there. You gotta be real careful with this little car though. You can't get this thing anywhere without like scratching the
Head
bottom.
west on West Mitchell Street toward North Wilkinson Street.
Quítate en medio, acere.
Right onto North Wilkinson Street.
Quítate en
Turn
medio.
right onto North Wilkinson Street. Then turn right onto West Martin Luther King Jr. Drive.
They get like a lot of burnt down buildings and abandoned. It's like pretty run down. The northern part of Georgia's a lot better. Southern Georgia's like, geez, the sun half the state is like, ugh. First class up in the sky. Da, da. Da, 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 da. They building a house or fixing it? Oh, they're fixing a really old building a house or something. Let's see how many rooms it's got.
Turn right onto West Martin Luther King Jr. Drive.
But yeah, they got some good barbecue in this town. Up in the sky, you got a first class. I don't like these hills you can barely see. Potholes and crap.
Head north on North Wilkinson Street toward West Martin Luther King Jr. Drive. Then turn right onto West. Head north
make her
on
shut
North
up.
Wilkinson Street toward.
Thank you. Have you been able to get any videos off, or is not enough signal?
Oh, no. Oh. Dad's trying to video message you.
Not right now. What day of the week is it? On that phone?
Yeah.
I'll call him back after the video. Call him back on that phone. Just call him and I'll talk to him on the regular phone. It might just be a pop down on him.
If he calls again, it's him.
Well, look at this.
You know how he does. He calls like 3 times in a row.
I know. Relax, man.
Pocket it out.
Knock it down. Because he'll start calling this one. Just call him. First class. No, speaker though.
No.
Oh, I hate these little speed bumps. If y'all know the car. He hung up. Okay, never mind.
Yeah.
At least he might be trying to call this phone.
Yeah.
Up in the sky.
He's calling back.
¿Tú me llamaste, papi? ¿Tú me llamaste? Ok, después hablamos, ok, bye.
Pocket it out.
He's I ain't calling nobody.
Oh my gosh.
Cover photo right here. First class up in the sky. Got dirt climb. Town's in bad shape, man. Skies up in the sky. Okay. Let's go to downtown and get out of here. Why do you get mad? You know how older people are. They're gonna like pocket dial you no matter what. It's kind of cold, ain't it? It's AC a little bit. It's 87 degrees outside, but this AC is so good. First class. Can I see the map real quick? Is it this road that turns into downtown or the next one over?
Oh. They have one, but okay.
Okay, it's the next street over. I'll get on it. Loose. It was perfect for a while. Can you drive through that?
Yeah.
That's cool. Good graffiti? Expected? Oh, nice Impala. I'm gonna get you an Impala soon, okay? Don't worry. Don't worry, babe. I'll get one soon. What are you laughing at?
You act like I want it.
Hey, don't worry, love. I got you. Look at that abandoned house up there, too. There's a lot of abandoned houses here. Yeah, this is definitely, like, all it took was, like, the town south of I-80, I-20.
Yeah.
You're kind of cute. The house is north. Once you go, like, north of I-8, I-20, it's nicer. Once you're south of I-20, like, it's already, like, the deep south again. Like, once you're by here already, like, it's already, like, the same old. It's pretty good. See, everything goes to crap. Northern Georgia is in much better shape than Southern Georgia.
Yeah.
You get to Southern Georgia, it's just, like, rundown towns. And not only are the towns in worse condition, but the people tend to be, like, more standoffish and kind of like don't like each other. And if you walk into a restaurant or a business and you're not the right shade, they don't like you. And that goes both ways. A lot of people don't get that about the South. Some people think at the South, there's this misconception that it's only certain people that are that way. It's everybody. You know, if you're like, let's say you're Indian or something, you know, you're Asian or Spanish, like you're not either one of those major groups, you can walk into any type of business. There's this huge misconception in the South that it's just one group of people that's horrible. No, it's everybody. Both sides are going to treat you the same way. You know, if you're walking to a restaurant and it's one people, they're going to be crappy. Walking to a restaurant, see other people, and they're also going to be crappy. It's just that's why their towns are going to crap. And the reason these towns in this part of the deep South are in bad shape is because how can you have progress in a place where everybody hates everybody? Instead of working to build up their communities, they're working to destroy them. Because if you live in a small town, everybody's part of that community. If you start doing things to hurt one population, it affects everybody. There's no black or white. There's a community. You all live in the same place. You start hurting one group of people because you don't like the way they look, and now your whole town's in bad shape. You know, it's just incredible how people assume that whatever they're doing, you know, you don't want to disproportionately put people in a bad spot. You want to help everybody in your town. And there's a huge visible difference between North Georgia and South Georgia. And there's a huge correlation between poverty and towns that are going to crap and towns where the people can't get along. Let's keep rolling. What's the next town we're hitting up? Dublin. Cool. That town's got some pretty interesting hoods. We might want to do a hood drive there. But southern Georgia, man, it's in bad shape. You got towns that are run down. Just, you know, from the time you cross the Florida line all the way up to like Macon, all those little towns. There's not a single. There's, you know, a few like you can count them with your hands how many towns are in good shape. St. Mary's because it's on the water. Savannah in some areas because it's a big city. In the nicer parts of it. A little section of the Macon, Warner Robins has a lot of bad areas, but there's a little area called Perry that's nice. There's you just count them with your hands how many places in southern Georgia are actually nice. The vast majority of it is just in really bad shape. I'm gonna flip that dump truck. And it's weird because, like, let's say, like, around West Virginia and those places, there's towns that are losing population, and now they got all types of problems. But they had mining industry that left. You know, they had there's other places, like around the Rust Belt, they had, you know, car industry, and they left. But this part of Georgia down here, I don't think I can think of, like, one specific industry that left. That made these towns go to crap. It's just a region that sucks more than anything. I think it's a little region from South Carolina, southern Georgia, central Alabama, Mississippi, and almost stretches into Texas. It's just a crappy region of the country. And Appalachia has a lot of poverty too, but they actually had industries that left. This is definitely uninviting. Compared to the towns that we were in North Georgia, they were pretty, big trees, well kept. Just, you know, people out and about walking and exercising, and like you'll definitely, like, once, like, you can notice, like, when you enter the deep south, you can notice the difference, like, between the towns in Georgia, like Madison. You can tell, and the demographics are exactly the same as here. It has nothing to do with demographics. There's a lot of people get confused with that. It has nothing to do with demographics because that area up there has the same demographics as here, 50-50, about the same. Nothing to do with demographics. It's the region. There's great areas up there, and they have the same demographic as here. Same exact demographics. It's definitely not the people. It's the region. Nice two-room houses here. Look at the size of that thing. Big columns in the front. Arboretorium. I like how the trees are nice and big around here. Ooh, look at that. He's got blades on a C10. That's hilarious. They're big too, like 26s. Barber cares. It's like when you get to Huntsville, it's like so much better than. Huntsville is so much better than Montgomery, let's say, or Mobile. You know, like the northern part of Alabama up there. When you compare it to the central part of the state, totally different world. Huntsville, then there's like a little area that's actually pretty good, like Huntsville, Dalton, Chattanooga, Athens. Like the mid-upper South is great. Nashville. Like you got this belt that runs across the South that sucks. And just north of that, you got another belt that's actually pretty nice. Cities that are growing really fast and doing well. You got Fayetteville, Arkansas. You got Huntsville, Alabama. You got Nashville, Tennessee. You got Chattanooga, Dalton, Georgia. Athens, Georgia. Greenville, South Carolina. Raleigh, Cary. So you have like a belt of cities that are like really good just north of that. But then you go a little bit south of that, and it's like a belt of places that just really suck. Montgomery, Birmingham, Jackson, Mississippi, Macon, Montgomery, Baton Rouge. You have one belt that just sucks around the steep south. And just north of that, you got another belt that's a whole lot better. Kind of odd. Motel. Royal Inn Motel down there. Even the trailers look like crap. At least get if you're on a trailer, at least make sure it's a nice one. Even the trailers look like crap out here. And then it's not just abandoned, rundown buildings. It's like it's a whole package. Like the buildings are run down, the people are rude, the crime is high, the murder rates are ridiculous. It's like just a conglomeration of different things that suck all in one place. It's not just one thing that sucks. It's a bunch of things that suck. Low real estate values. Low education. High crime. High murder rates. Crappy people. I would have to say
turning left.
Left here?
Yeah.
Oh, thanks for the advance notice.
Oh, sure. I do what I can.
You've done fine, young lady. Are you cold? I'm like freezing. I guess I'm gonna put this on 67. I'm gonna put it on 69. Right there, see if it kind of. It's cold. It's cloud cover today. Scottsboro County. Alright, I think we're pretty much out of that town, right? Well, I didn't like that town at all. I don't understand why I recommend somebody to move there. It definitely didn't seem like a welcoming, or there are lakes on the north side or whatever, kind of whatever, but there's lakes everywhere. That doesn't excuse. I didn't like it too much. So our next town is Dublin, off to Dublin.